much the same. Right, let's keep moving. So we're going to stretch up and down. Open up the back, pull them shoulder blades together. This is a mixed workout. Half of it's on the ground, half of it's in the standing up heat. All body. More strength, so we're going to use the weights for more things. So we're going to open up the chest. Oh. But not so much jumping around, although you can choose to jump on a couple of things if you want. Good. Jesse's watching. Right, we're going to do some squats to overhead, so just go down and reach really high. Open up. Oh. Do some shoulder rolls forward. We're going to do some shoulder work and back. Feel I'm warming up. And then some lunges. And we'll get this timer going. We're going to start with squats, so keep going with those lunges while I get this timer going. We're going to start with squats with a weight, a goblet squat. In 5 seconds, so grab the weight. You might not be able to hear that, so and just do a goblet squat. Push the weight out in front of you. There we go. Down and out, and then back in. Oh, get right down. Focus on form on this exercise. So make sure you're right in the heels. You're driving your bum right back when you're going down, and your knees well behind your toes. Make sure your knees are tracking down the line of your toes as well. So if your feet are pointing out at an angle, make sure you track your knees down the same line. So next exercise, doing a reverse lunge high knee. You can hold the weight, or if you're going to do a hop, you can add a hop, but don't hold the weight with the hop. So I'm going to try it with the weight, but no hop. So reverse lunge high knee, loaded. Focus on a point. Because you're not able to wave your arms about, your core is much more engaged in this. And also, because you're holding a weight, your standing leg works much harder because you're balancing the extra kilos on one leg. Switch legs. So if you don't want to use the weight, add a hop just to make it a wee bit more challenging. Make sure you're going all the way back into that reverse. Bring it down to 90 degrees on both sides, front and back. The wider you push your foot out at the back, the easier it is. But try and keep it in the same line if you can, as your leg tracks back. It's easy to splay out. Okay, we are going to do something, a shoulder press. So curl and press or shoulder press, whichever you want. So relax the knees. Breathe out on the way up. If it's too easy, increase the speed, and on the way up, reduce it on the way down. Drive hard up. If it's too much, add a curl. 4 to go. Brilliant. Switch hands. Relax the knees, shoulder width apart of the feet. Bring the weight up, then drive up. So you want the weight going up behind your ear. You want to feel your arm touch the back of your ear. So totally in line. What you're trying to do is end up with the weight right over your feet. So everything's in line. So it's almost over your head. Head, shoulder, arm, knee, foot all aligned in a nice vertical line. 9 seconds. Okay, switch hands again. We're going to do elbow gate. We're going to do a split squat. So we're going into split squat position. Just legs like that, and then all we're doing is going to go down with the weight. So if your left leg's extended forward, weight's in the right hand, we're going to do up and down in this position. Split squat. And we've added load to this, so core's engaged. I've put this exercise in after the last because it's more difficult. It would be easy if we were doing it straight after reverse lunge to high knee. But your balance is a bit iffy. Switch sides. That's it. So switch sides. Down and up. Down. Keep the back nice and flat. Pick a point ahead of you. That's it. Single leg squats this way. Because effectively the leg at the front is doing a single leg squat, supporting the load. My dream would be in April. We're all doing single leg squats, but that might be a bit much. Brilliant. We are doing 8. So 8, hold the weight in one hand. We're going to go right the way over the top, down to the other side, and then reverse. Up and over. So you're going from leg to leg, starting there. This one's left leg, finishes on the right. Big circles. Good for the golf. Fantastic. And now we're going to hold the weight and we're going to do heel raise. So shoulder width apart on your feet, hold the weight, and then we're just going up on our toes. Right up and down. Up and hold and down. And hold and down. I put this in mainly for me, to be honest, but I think it does everyone good, because those with Achilles and ankle problems, this will help strengthen up around the ankles and strengthen up those calf muscles. And at our age, well, my age, you're all youngsters. And for the running we're doing, this is really good. So we're on the ground, keep the weight in the hand. We're going to do a chest press. Start with the left arm, on the back, bring the heels up to the bottom. Now drive up. This is what I'm going to buy my bigger kettlebell for. I've got a 7.5, I could probably use a 12 for this, or a 10. I could probably do a 12 actually. But at the moment, this is doing a good job because the number of rotations we're doing. If you were doing, I guess in 40 seconds, you'll do roughly 20 lifts, which is great for your endurance, for the endurance of the muscles. If you want to build strength, you would do 12 or 14 with a bigger weight, and you'd be struggling a bit towards the end of each set. If you're struggling a bit towards the end of the set and doing 12, you're working on your muscular development, but this is working on our endurance. 2, 3, I'm not sure how many we'll do in I'm going to count them. 4, 5. It's always a good idea to count as well. 6, because then as you develop, you can count, and if you can add another one, you're increasing the range. So in this sort of workout, we can increase the number of reps, we can increase the load that we put on it, or we can increase the speed to do different things. Speed builds power, load brings muscular development. Number will be based on endurance. Right, we're doing our dolphin press, so we're going to go onto our tummies and onto our high bum, hands out in front in a low plank position, and then just fold forward. Then drive the bum nice and high, stretch those hamstrings. So fold forward. Now easy. We are going to go into side plank. So off the knee, or standing up crunch. Change the order. So we're not getting near the end of the first half. We're still got quite a lot to do. Well done. We're going on to do the other side plank. Up we go. And breathe. Fifteen to go. Elbow, below shoulder, nice straight line down. Last 3, 2. Fantastic, we're on the floor. We're going on our backs, and we're going to do a marching glute bridge. So, drive the bum up, lift the right leg up, hold, back down, drive the bum up, left leg up, drive the bum up, don't put your bum on the ground, right leg up, and continue, each time driving the bum up in between the lift. Core's engaged, glutes are working hard. Brilliant, scissors. Oh, just little scissors. So scissors we're doing up and down. The next one we're going to do is scissors where we cross our feet. So we're going to cross above our feet. So if you start with your right leg crossing, your left leg underneath, and then your left leg crossing your right leg underneath, if you know what I mean. So alternates. Instead of going straight up and down, we're going to use a horizontal movement to work our obliques. So we're going to lift the legs and just go right leg over left leg, and otherwise just switching them around. So I'm just doing a sideways movement with my feet and putting them under each other. So I hope you've got that. My descriptions are incredibly inept. This is hard after scissors. If you put your legs higher, it's easier. And plank. And that should be us. End around one and back up then for squats. Oh, feels good. Nice easy plank. Shoulders directly above elbows. Nice relaxed hands. And breathe deep and relax into it. And just enjoy this recovery time before we go back up into squats. Oh, it's Friday. Brilliant. Back up. Squats with a weight. Whew. When you're lifting that weight. Okay. Shoulder width apart. Drive that weight away. Bum right down. Weight on, all your weight onto your heels. Knees. Nice and slow. Focus on the range of movement. Try and get right down to 90 degrees. Go right back up. Flat back. So you're not arching the back. The weight is a counterbalance. 10 seconds to go. Brilliant. Reverse lunge high knee. You can do a hop. You can do a use the weight. I'm going to use the weight. Hold it around your chest. And then to get into the move. Pick a point and focus. Drive that back leg right back. So you're getting into that proper position. So your knees are not drifting forward when you're going down. You don't need to touch the ground, it's too far. You're just trying to get to 90 degrees, both legs. Switch legs. Good position. Let's go. Your core's engaged. When you're bringing that knee up, so your core's doing the work to bring your knee up. Ten seconds to go. Shoulder press next. If it's too much, curl and press. So bring the weight up. Now let's go. Nice straight arm at the top. Use the full range of movement. Halfway. Brilliant. When we started again after Christmas, I couldn't do that. So hopefully everyone's the same. Into position, left arm. Nice flat back. Don't move the bottom forward in an effort to move the weight up. If you're doing that, just take some time out to recover. So the danger is you start arching your back to try and lift a heavy load, and to get the reps done, you're better stopping, giving yourself a rest, and then coming back in. Well, all the work done by the muscles in the chest, the back, and the shoulders in this exercise. Nothing else. It's mostly the shoulder work. Your deltoids. Brilliant. We are going on to do our Bulgarian squats. So if you're going forward your left foot, the weight is in the right hand. Split squat position, then just down and up. Focus on a point. So your body is pointing straight forward, shoulder are across the mat or whatever you're standing on. You're just going up and down with the weight. Make sure that heel goes flat in between each maneuver, so you're getting the full drive back of your on the squat and into the top part of the squat, the movement of the split, whatever it is. I don't know what they're called. Oops. Brilliant. Switch sides. Feet are pointing directly in front of you. This is working your glutes. You can feel it. It's working your hamstrings. It's forcing you to have your knee well behind that toe line at the front. So you're using the muscular structures of the leg properly, and it's forcing you to do that. Brilliant. We are going to do 8s is at 8. So we're going to start with the left leg, swing over to the right, swing up and over, up and over. And we're just reversing it every time. Bring your feet to shoulder width apart. Bring your weight up to your chest. We're doing heel raises. So just drive the heels up and hold them down. Up, hold them down. Try and get right up on the balls of your feet, high as you can. Next week we'll try these with single leg. But without the weight. 5 seconds to go. On the ground afterwards for chest press. Okay, down we go. Okay. Heels up to bottom. That weight up and down. Whew. Up. Breathe out on the way up, recover on the way down. Find your rhythm. Switch hands. Drive up. So one of the great misnomers is by doing a chest press, we'll get rid of our man boobs. And if you do a lot of core exercises, you get rid of the fat around the tummy. But as we all know, it doesn't work like that. So you just work at burning fat all over the body when you're doing an exercise. What you do is you define more what you've got. Right, we are doing dolphin press. So all these things that we're doing, we're working on the muscles underneath. And it's underneath the fat that we're carrying. And fold forward and bring those heels up. But you don't get a flat tummy by doing the exercises. You build the muscle group behind the fat and you burn fat. But I find these hard. Most of the work's done by what we eat. Eat a nutritious diet, lots of veg, protein, meat. That's what I'm trying to do anyway. Okay, side planks. So we're all ripped. We've all got ripped cores, hidden by a wee bit of fat, usually. $14 to go. Six. Thanks. Oh. Oh. 10 seconds done. $20. 30. Well done. We're going into scissors, I think. Is it scissors? Yeah. Yeah, scissors. Oh, it was a march glute bridge last time. We'll do scissors this time. Oh. So just focus on his feet going up and down. We'll do the glute bridge next, and then we'll do our side to side scissors. Can't see the timer. Brilliant. Feet up to bottom, drive the hips up. And remember, every time in between, to drive the hips up. So hips up, we're going to hold them in this high position, and we're just doing a marching bridge. So we drive the hips up in between each march. Alternate legs. You feel your glute working hard. Brilliant, well done. We're doing this scissors, transverse scissors. So crossing the feet at the bottom, one on top of the other. Next extension out. Let's go. Working your core, your obliques. Keep going. Stay in it. Nice and strong. Brilliant. And we are doing glute, or should be plank to finish, I think. It is. So we're going to child's pose after this to stretch out the back. Whew, I'm sweating. A wee bit of injury proofing done. Well done. Child's pose. Stretch out that back. Oh, get the bum down to the heels. Whew. Whew, that was good. Yeah, I say that, but I really enjoyed it. So. Right. Stretch very quickly. Sweat is literally running off me. Heel flat on the floor. Stretch out the calf. Whew. Other side. Quad stretch. Bring the knee up. Other side. One foot the other. Bring the toe up. Stretch out the hamstring. Other side. And then hands behind the back, roll the shoulders down and look up. And that'll do us. Thanks very much for getting up.